Talking here with TJ Cromer, who many felt was the Southern Conference Player of the Year, but that award actually went to Devin Sibley of Furman. It's been a few days since that announcement has been made. Tell me, TJ, your thoughts on not winning the Southern Conference Player of the Year award. Were you hurt?
It kind of hurt to know that all the work I put in didn't pay off to what my main goal. Well, not my main goal, but one of my goals for the year. But winning the championship and getting the MVP of the tournament, it made me feel better.
Would you rather have the MVP of the tournament?
Of course, I'd rather have MVP, which means we won the tournament. So I'd rather have a team goal than just an individual goal.
Okay, let's talk about getting ready to play Florida. When the announcement was made, what went through your mind? We're going to play the Florida Gators.
Honestly, it was just a surreal moment, just to know that sitting down, watching Selection Sunday. I used to watch it as a kid, and just to know I'm a part of it. That's what was going through my mind at first. And then when we found out we was playing Florida in Orlando, we felt like it was a great opportunity for us because we feel like we match up well with them.
Why do you think you match up well with Gators?
Because we have great guards, and the size of the guards is just great. We match up well with them.
We're talking to TJ Cromer. One of the criticisms when I'm reading previews of this game is that, well, TJ Cromer in some big games did not come through. 4 points against North Carolina Wilmington, 4 of 13 shooting against Tennessee. Tell me, why were you off your games against those big opponents?
I wouldn't say I was off my game, but I've learned throughout the season I can't force it. In big games, I used to try to force it instead of just relying on my teammates. And throughout the season, I feel like I matured and learned that you just got to let the game come to me. And I'm a great ball player, in my opinion, and it'll show once I let the game come to me.
Well, that's the immodesty statement right there, but you are the leading scorer on any of these two teams. Still, it's likely that you're going to be getting a lot of full court pressure. Florida is a team that presses. ETSU at times has had trouble with turnovers. What have you done as a team to prevent turnovers?
We just work hard. We get in extra work in the gym, and we just start to rely on each other more. I feel like at the beginning of the year when we was turning the ball over, we was just trying to do too much instead of just making the extra pass and just relying on each other.
This team has sometimes not played very well after a layoff. Thursday games do not seem to go as well as, say, Saturday games. Even against Mercer in the Southern Conference Tournament, you began by trailing by 10 points. 10 days now off before Florida. How's this team going to be ready?
We're going to be ready. We practice with high intensity, and we know it's win or go home. And we're playing with a chip on our shoulder just like every team in March Madness.
I know that you have been rested somewhat. Coach Forrest is not a believer right now. Sort of the John Robinson, it's an old football coach philosophy. When you get to this point, a day of rest is as important as a day of practice. What has the extra rest meant for you?
Honestly, I haven't got an extra day of rest. Even on our off days, I come in and get in extra work just because I love the gym. I'm a gym rat, so I really haven't had an off day.
What do you do on your own to practice?
I did get in extra conditioning, get in almost 2,000 shots, work on my ball handling. I just do a lot in the gym.
All right, so the ball handling would sort of go hand in hand with reducing turnovers and such. Now, you are from very close to Florida,
Right.
Although you are a native Georgian. But being that close, does that give special meaning, this opponent?
Not really. I mean, it's a special moment just playing in the NCAA tournament and to know that my family is close to be able to make it to the game. So, yeah, it's a special moment for me.
Everyone will hate, I'm sure, on the coaching staff. I'm going to ask you to look ahead, but if you do beat Florida, there's a good chance you could play North Carolina Wilmington, a team that did beat you earlier in the season. What will you guys try to do differently to set the tempo of the game, which you didn't do the first time?
I feel like we just didn't play like ourselves when we played at Wilmington. We missed a lot of open shots, easy shots that we normally make, and I just feel like we just need to come with better intensity and a more defensive focus.
More defensive focus, even though it was a low-scoring game.
Right.
Okay.
More defensive focus. You get more stops, you get the win.
There you go, out of the mouth of babes. TJ Cromer, ETSU, back after this.